A perfectly good choice that at the time seems to make the most sense can later out to be disastrous. We don't aim to be foolish or make poor choices on purpose. Because we lack a framework to help us make better judgments, we tend to jump to conclusions and stick with them most of the time. We fail to recognize that making excellent decisions simply involves avoiding undesirable options, and doing so necessitates asking thoughtful questions. Making consistently high-quality decisions isn't reserved for a few talented people who are born with the art of decision-making. It's a skill that can be learned. Learning to ask the right questions will profoundly enhance the success of all your future decision-making by preventing you from making choices you end up regretting. 1. Am I stating the problem correctly? How you frame the problem statement and what you wish to achieve from the decision can make all the difference. Stating the problem by assuming a certain solution, starting with assumptions, or missing the larger problem by trying to fix the symptoms will always lead to a wrong decision. Identify if your question is biased towards a specific solution or starts with certain assumptions. Make sure you are addressing the right problem. 2. Is this decision reversible or irreversible? We make thousands of decisions throughout the day, and not each one of our decisions deserves our equal attention. While low-consequence reversible decisions can be made real quick, it's the high-consequence irreversible decisions that must be made with extra care. Jeff Bezos explains this in his 2015 annual shareholder letter. Some decisions are consequential and irreversible or nearly irreversible, one-way doors, and these decisions must be made methodically, carefully, slowly, with great deliberation and consultation. If you walk through and don't like what you see on the other side, you can't get back to where you were before. We can call these type 1 decisions. But most decisions aren't like that. They are changeable, reversible, they're two-way doors. If you made a suboptimal type 2 decision, you don't have to live with the consequences for that long. You can reopen the door and go back through. 3. How important is this decision to me and why? Knowing why the decision matters to you or how a wrong decision can impact you can be a powerful motivator to re-examine your process. It can make you look beyond obvious and easy options to the other choices that may seem hard at first but are more promising and better suited to your problem. Identify your stake in the decision and ask yourself why you really care about the right decision. Disconnect your identity from your idea and focus on actually making the right decision. Because what matters in the end is making the right decision and not you being right. 4. What costs am I willing to pay to delay this decision? Delaying decision-making is one of the most common tactics to avoid facing our real fears. Fear is a very real feeling, and left unattended, it can wreak havoc in our lives. Fear can make us imagine the worst possible scenarios that are highly unlikely and use them as an excuse for inaction. Getting stuck with analysis paralysis by looking up more and more information or avoiding the decision with the fear of making a wrong one can prevent you from grabbing the right opportunities at the right time. The cost of indecision is often higher than the cost of making a wrong decision. Get rid of unwanted fears that might hold you back by defining them. Compare the cost of delaying the decision to the worst that can happen. Then, set yourself a reasonable date to make a decision and work backward from it to actually complete it in time. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you next time.